Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer over at Star Wars Celebration back in April, it left a lot of fans wondering as to exactly what J.J. Abrams is going to do with the character of Emperor Palpatine, and exactly how he will be utilized in the movie after fans heard his laughter at the very end of the teaser trailer back in April. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, I will admit that I am really looking forward to seeing exactly how Palpatine will be utilized in the movie, and exactly how Ian McDiarmid is going to be voicing the character and acting as the character in Episode 9. It's really going to be quite a thrill in my opinion. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very intense between both Kylo Ren, Rey, and Darth Sidious. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that it's described that one of the scenes that were shot during the month of January involved both Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, and Ian McDiarmid. It said that the sequence that was shot took place with multiple ray machines being used on the actors on top of a piece of wreckage, where Ian McDiarmid was said to be standing behind the Dark Acolyte, portrayed by an unnamed actor and most likely Matt Smith. It said that Ian was delivering dialogue related to Palpatine, explaining to Kylo Ren that he has fused with many hosts during his time after death, and that he thought that the Acolyte was the perfect host, however now sees Kylo as the grand vessel. It said that part of the third act involves the spirit of Sidious exiting the Dark Acolyte's body after Kylo Ren defeats the villain, where the spirit of Sidious begins to enter Kylo Ren's body. The visuals planned during post-production involves red streaks of clouds in abstract form, entering through Kylo Ren's mouth, where Kylo is now said to be struggling to prevent the spirit of Sidious taking over. Now, Ian McDiarmid was said to provide voiceover work where it will be used in a sense similar to the movie Venom, where the host is hearing a voice talking to him in his head. At one point in time, Kylo's eyes are said to bounce back and forth between yellow and normal. It's said to be the moment in which Kylo slowly walks toward Rey in an aggressive way, and asking for Rey to stab him with her lightsaber to weaken the spirit. Once Rey does it, it's described that this is when Kylo uses the power of the Force to create a large shockwave similar to how Kevin Flynn sacrifices himself in the movie Tron Legacy, also by Disney, except Kylo is now seen on the ground after defeating Sidious. So, I want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, Palpatine is going to be a main focus in this story, not just in the form of a spirit, but also in the form of course, a hologram, visions, and of course, flashbacks and everything around those lines. And there's going to be a lot of secrets that will be unveiled involving the character of Emperor Palpatine. However, let's go over this specific moment between both Kylo, Rey, and of course, the Dark Acolyte and the Spirit of Sidious. I want to go over how it's described that Ian McDiarmid provided dialogue on set to the point where it is indeed Darth Sidious explaining to Kylo Ren that he has been through many different hosts before besides the Dark Acolyte. Now, what I find very intriguing and confusing at the same exact time is that Palpatine actually saw the Dark Acolyte as a source in order to live on forever. It's very possible that he has gone through pretty much, different Acolyte bodies, and that this is the latest Dark Acolyte that Palpatine has infiltrated. Keep in mind that there are the Acolytes of the Beyond, plural, there's more than one of them. So it's very well possible that Palpatine has been jumping from Acolyte to Acolyte in the Beyond. And if this is all going to go by legends and is all going to be based off of Dark Empire, is that the Spirit of Sidious, or in legend material it was the Essence Transfer technique, actually degrades the body at a rapid rate, where Palpatine keeps, needing to find different bodies in order to survive. So in this particular scene, it involves Kylo Ren actually being invaded by, of course, the Spirit of Sidious, where the Spirit of Sidious enters Kylo Ren's mouth, and that's exactly how it gets into Kylo Ren's body. However, the Spirit is unsuccessful at fully controlling Kylo Ren's body to the point where Kylo is able to tell Rey, while he's trying to control his movements and not hurt Rey, to stab him in the chest in order to weaken the spirit, and that's where Kylo Ren uses this move in order to create a shockwave of energy. Now, this shockwave of energy is described to be very similar in appearance in what we saw with Tron Legacy at the very end of the film, where Kevin Flynn sacrifices himself. That was also, in a strange way, also a Disney movie, so I don't know if Disney and Lucasfilm got a couple of tips from that movie, not quite sure. But moving past all of this, guys, I'm very excited to see on whether or not how this is all going to play out in the film, beat by beat, and if it's really going to resonate with a lot of fans around the world. Not quite sure how I really feel about this. I will say that a lot of this I really do enjoy, but at the same exact time, not quite sure how it's going to be executed on the big screen. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.